Hello everyone, Tutu Mora here with the Y, bringing you tools to feel well in your body, mind, and spirit. Today we're going to be using a foam roller to relax our nervous system. We're going to be placing that foam roller right at the base of the skull, so not at the back of the neck, but just kind of feeling for that little bony part of the base of your skull, right where it meets the top of your spine. And you can just go ahead and set that roller down. Now, if you don't have a foam roller, you can roll up a bath towel and you can use that instead. But again, placing it against that bony part of the base of your skull. And you can let your hands hold either end of the roller so it feels like your chest can be open towards the ceiling above you. And take a moment to let your head relax into the roller. We don't need to press the head into the roller, but you do want to feel like your head can be nice and weighty into the roller. And so taking a couple deep breaths and just kind of finding that heavy head, that sense of heldness. And then let's start to rotate the head back and forth against the roller. And see if you can rotate your head right on top of the spine as if you're an owl. Just like an owl gets to rotate its head right around. That's kind of how we want to be dragging the base of the skull against the texture of the roller. So as if you really want to interact with the tissue and the skin against that base of the skull, use the roller to help you move the tissue in that space. Now let's hang out on one side. So whenever you're ready, you can just pause with the roller kind of at a spot right behind your ear. Take a deep breath there. And as if you're drawing small circles with your nose, just kind of take some circles. We're pinning that spot behind your ear against the roller, and you're just rotating gently around it. Nice and slow, and reversing those circles when you're ready. And then let's go ahead and take that rotation over to the other side, finding that equivalent spot behind your ear on the other side, and take a moment, let your head feel really held, and start to make those little circles with your nose, just pinning that spot behind your ear at the base of the skull, and reversing those circles when you're ready. And then let's go ahead and start to rotate back and forth 1 to 2 more sets. Now let's pause at the center here and just breathe before you take that roller out from beneath your head. Let your head just rest on the surface beneath you. Let's lift the arms up and start to take one arm overhead as the other arm floats down to the mat, a little reach in each direction before switching sides. And just taking this back and forth for a moment, you might have a little adjustment in your spine. But just breathing into this and letting your arms move through the shoulders as your neck and the base of your skull stays super relaxed. Arms can float out to the side and moving from within your armpit to bring those arms back up to the starting point. And let's take that a couple times, floating out into a T, on all the way back in. Let's float into a half T. Triceps are hovering over the mat or resting. Spreading the palms wide and bringing the thumbs in towards the armpits and rotating the head slowly to one side and then the other. Head comes back to center and you can open those arms wide to either side. Back in your half T. Opening them wide towards the side. And then finding your half T again and just let the backs of your palms rest behind you on the mat. Hold here as you allow your jaw, your neck, shoulders just to be as soft and easeful as they can be. Find your breath. We're breathing into the whole barrel of your rib cage. So really exploring side to side, front to back with your breath. You can bring those arms back up to the top, floating them both overhead, giving yourself a little stretch. And then you can bring those arms all the way back down to your sides. Carefully coming all the way up and off. And as you sit up and take a couple steps around, just kind of check out how your body's feeling, even how your nervous system is feeling. See you next time.